Bullion van that even came missed the address to have come there. There was no money in the Bullion van. The Bullion van that even came missed the address to have come there.
Okay.
It missed the address to have come there, and that was why the Bullion van was.
I just watched one of the most silly clip that I've ever come across in the last couple of years. Now, there is a saying that you cannot defend the APC without sounding silly. And in this clip is the clear definition of that. In the year 2023, you have something like this. A man comes on a national TV in full camera glare. He was making a mockery of himself, thinking that he is defending the APC. How do you have such a man say to you that what you saw in 2019, the Bullion van entering Tinubu's house, Tinubu himself defending the entrance of Bullion vans into his house, even questioning if your money was missing? 4 years later, now they want you to wipe all the memories. Why did it take them 4 years to come up with this nonsensical crap? Oh, suddenly, the Bullion van missed this way. I mean, sorry, Mike, but, you know, Bullion van. It's so funny. Oh, Nigeria. Bullion van can now miss their ways. You send a Bullion van from CBN to First Bank. He misses his way. For somewhat reason, he found his way in a Bourdillon house in Ikoyi, Lagos, and he offloads and he goes back to CBN. Nobody gets queried, nobody gets fired, but he missed his way. Ah, bravo. You are doing well. You are doing excellently well. Now, the comedy you guys are beginning to shoot for us now is going to be funnier than Sabino's. Basket Mouth, Alibaba, they're all learning work. We're not talking about all the gaps, but it is now that you also added the insult to Nigerians. Insulting Nigerians in a manner that is so also insulting.
There's a response on this day that says, Atiku Tinubu currently designed has destroyed your Bullion van plan. So the question is it because of the Bullion van plan that Tinubu was saying all what he said yesterday? And tell us about, let's talk more about how Bullion vans were entering somebody's house on election day in 2019. Because you see, we've not gotten to the end of that Bullion van matter. If you correct me if I'm wrong, I'm not sure that there are polling units inside Bullion van. What was money needed for an election day? Was it for vote buying? Until today, we've not heard the last of that Bullion van matter. And they've also raised it now. What is this Bullion van plan that the PDP campaign is saying? And what really happened? What was those Bullion vans for? Did they just stroll to visit? Or what really happened with those Bullion vans in the last election? Because there were pictures and videos there.
The other question of the Bullion van or no Bullion van and all of that, I think that matter has been put to rest. There was no money in the Bullion van. The Bullion van that even came missed the address to have come there.
Okay.
It missed the address to have come there, and that was why the Bullion van was...
But why was Bullion van moving on election day? I thought there was supposed to be no movement.
No, there was not an election day. It was not. It was Rufai. It was. I was in that house on that very day.
It was the day before
It was not an election.
So it was the day before election. But
It
why
was
Bullion van moving
the
everywhere?
Bullion van missed the address to have come there.
Okay. I thought your presidential candidate had actually said that what's people's
said,
business with how he spends money.
I watched it. He said that jokingly.
Okay.
It was a joking statement.
So the Bullion van missed
the same way Mr. Dangote said that when he wanted to authenticate and get his mindset that truly he has money, he went to cash 1 million naira, brought it to his house, sat and looked at his money and returned it to the bank.
No, but I just want to get this right. You said the Bullion van missed its way to come into the place.
Yes.
But that place is not a known bank, or was it a bank? I just want to get to the root of it.
There are some companies that have high staff that pay their staff with cash. Okay. Right? That Bullion van missed his way there. Okay. And it was not invited by Ashwaju or anybody.
Okay, comrade. bullion vans have become unidentified moving objects or flying objects in Nigeria. That's fine.
There are pictures online at the surface, bullion vans coming out of your premises.
Wait, bullion vans. Are those ballot papers? Where am I voting now?
The allegations are that those bullion vans carry money or ballot.
Excuse me. Is it my money or government money? I don't work for government. So, even if I have money to spend in my premises, what's your headache? Excuse me. If I don't represent any agency of government and I have money to spend, if I have money, if I like, I give it to the people for free of charge.
Bullion van missed their way and found its way in your honor board. But it took you 4 years to tell Nigerians that this bullion van was missing. Now, that is point one. Point two, if you think about it, it means that Buhari actually knew what was happening. Buhari knew the whole story about the bullion van. And Tinubu himself also knows that Buhari knew. But I'm just wondering, why did it take him that long for him to only discover yesterday? Only yesterday, Tinubu discovered that there is fuel scarcity. Only yesterday, Tinubu discovered that the redesign and the reduction in the amount of money you can withdraw is against him. But people come to think of that. I made this public since the day that policy was announced. There is no Nigerian that can be genuine in the businesses that he does that will need over 500,000 naira cash every week. You can, because they placed it on 100,000 naira daily limit. In a country where people earn 32,000 naira, it means even if you're doing cash transactions, 500,000 limit per week is more than enough. If you want to do more than that, use the bank. That is, the whole thing doesn't make sense. But what I found so absurd, actually, is this nonsense of bullion van missing its way, and finding itself in somebody's private residence. And someone comes on a national TV and actually begins to defend that. Come on, people. That is the height of absurdity. And it is happening, no matter how absurd this is. And some people are actually buying it, and some people are now beginning to say, oh, that is true, it makes its way. Shame on all of you. It is shame. How can you defend something like this? Bullion van missed its way and found itself in Tinubu's house. Shame, really. Shame. 2023, you go clear for everybody eye. And the 2023 is already here. 29 days to go. Vote wisely. I am Mazezo, okay? The bullion van didn't come to my house. And may no bullion van miss road enter my house. I beg, I go return them. I know the thief.
There was no money in the bullion van. The bullion van that even came missed the address to have come there.
Okay.
It missed the address to have come there, and that was why the bullion van was.